with the new label. No, that's okay. Reproduced everything before the due date and put everything to our stock, so we're good. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Oh, what's that? We have checked products at the electronics store. They are not marked according to the new regulations? What? Hello everyone. Today we will continue with the ABC of product compliance and the letter B, which stands today for Blue Guide. Well, the Blue Guide is a very helpful guidance document issued by the EU Commission, and it's describing everything around product related legislation. That could be anything described in the low voltage directive, anything described in the EMC directive, in all directives that are considered part of the new legislative framework. So what is basically being done in this kind of guidance documents is that all the different issues or all the different types of words, actors, roles are described more precisely and might be put into a certain legal context. So when we are jumping into the Blue Guide, of course the different actors within the supply chain are described. Geographical indications are part of the Blue Guide. Product requirements are described more in detail than they are in the legislation. So everything around traceability, meaning what has to be in the product, what has to be in the instruction manuals, what has to be in or on the packaging of the products. The conformity assessment is described more detailed, meaning which modules they are, how they have to be exactly operated so you will achieve compliance with the EU regulations. There is also some description on how notified bodies work. There's a description of accreditation, the part we've discussed last week. And there is a larger chapter about the market surveillance. Speaking of this, you have to take in mind that since the publication of the latest version of this Blue Guide, 5 years have passed. Last version was published in 2016, and since then a couple of new legal acts have been published. One of them is the market surveillance regulation, which has described a couple of things differently than they have been before, and this legal act has added an actor within the supply chain which hasn't been described previously in the other legal acts. So because of that, there might be a delay in the publication of a newer version of the EU Blue Guide, and the EU has already started with redrafting or reissuing an update. I think they are working on this since end of 2019. It was hoped that the new version would be published last summer, but maybe there was a delay because of this market surveillance regulation coming into force last year. Currently, it's hoped that the new updated version is coming this year, but there's another reason which could delay the update of the Blue Guide, which is the new General Product Safety Directive, which is also expected for this year. And having this in mind, well, we can simply cross our fingers and hope that the EU Commission publishes some clarification on some of the new issues come up with the latest legislation. Before I come to an end, I want to emphasize that the Blue Guide is a guidance document. Officially, it's not legally binding, it's not a legal act. It's a guidance document issued by the EU Commission. But you should take into consideration that these kind of guidance documents have some kind of legally binding character. This is because of the market surveillance authorities are orientating on this document, and also the member states of the EU are taking into account what is written in the Blue Guide, since they all have the goal to harmonize within the European market. So let's hope that the new version of the Blue Guide will be published soon, maybe before Easter holidays or Carnival, so that we all will have a good read during our holidays. And next week we will continue with the letter C, which will stand for the CE marking. And until then, I wish you a great week.